Hi, Discovery. The positive discipline tip of the week is listen. And this is one of those tools that sounds simple. It sounds easy. This card lays it out in nice, simple steps. But in reality, this is not easy. Listening to our kids requires a lot of mental work. Think about how many times a day we're explaining things to our kids. We're lecturing. We're telling them our point of view. We're telling them what needs to happen and how they need to do it. Versus how many times we're actually stopping to listen to what our kids are telling us. How many times we're putting ourselves in their perspective and understanding their point of view. I know for myself, a lot of the time I think, okay, I'm listening to my kids and they're telling me things and I'm kind of like, And in my head the whole time I'm thinking, let them get it out of their system and then I'm going to tell them how it really is. And that's not listening. When we're interacting with our kids, we really want to practice true active listening, where we're setting aside our own agendas and our own points of view to really get into the headspace of our kids. And this means listening to the words that they're saying and trying to empathize with the emotions behind those words. If a child comes up to me at recess and they say, they won't let me play with them, my initial reaction is to say, okay, let's get this figured out. But the first thing I need to do is really practice some active listening with this child. So I need to get down on their level and I need to say, okay, so tell me what happened, what's going on. And they're going to explain the situation and I'm just going to listen and I'm going to try and understand how they're feeling about this. And when they're done talking, I'm going to kind of paraphrase it back to them to make sure that I understand what they're telling me. I'm going to say, so Sally and James were playing with the ball and you wanted to join in and they didn't let you. And it sounds like you're feeling really hurt and left out by that. That's really hard. And I'm just going to pause for a minute. I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to let it sort of sink in that I hear them and I understand. A lot of times that's all these kids need and they'll run off after that. They've been heard. That's it. If they're still standing there and still really upset, then we'll move on to some problem solving. But that first step, that active listening is vital to everything that comes after it. This works in every situation. Everyone just wants to be heard, right? And our kids are going to be so much more likely to listen to us and be open to what we tell them after they feel like we've heard them. So as often as you can, take the time and the mental energy to really actively listen to our kids, and it will really pay off in the long run. So good luck this week.